Hello, hello, hello. I'm the that takes your seat on the tube. Yep.
Thank you.
It got so excited my hearing aid fell out. I'm Lynn Ruth Miller. I'm 86 years old. I'm a writer and a comedian. But the nice thing about dating at my age is you don't have to worry about meeting their parents. Oh, my future is beautiful. That's the point. I never dreamed I'd ever be up on a stage. I get on the tube, and they take one look at me, and they rise up, you know. She's going to die, and they rise up. I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and in those days, the most important thing was to assimilate and to melt in. We were nice little girls. We wore frilly little outfits, and we tried to look pretty, and that was where I was not very good at looking pretty. So my mother, no matter how she dressed me, I just never looked good to her. She says, no, she don't know. She used to say to me, you don't know how to wear clothes. And I'd say, I'm wearing them. You were groomed to be a wife and a housewife. I was a failure. And when I look back on the things that I did, to you, I would not be a failure. So you think, oh, but I was a failure in the 40s. What is wrong with being different? When I was young, it was the worst thing you could be. I didn't conform, and I felt very left out. I had anorexia. I tried to kill myself. I'm alive now because I got a dog. Otherwise, I would be dead. Let's hear it for women. Let's hear it for women. Yeah. We've really come a long way. We've come a long way. We have a lot farther to go. I started comedy when I was 70. Comedy made me a person. I was a loner. I've lived alone since I was 25. There's never been anyone in the house but a bunch of dogs and cats who were people to me. I am a unit. I am a self-contained unit. I paint these pictures because I do it for me. I buy flowers in the house because of me. No one's here. I care about me, and that's what saved me. I am not lonely. I'm not lonely. I'm busy all the time. But I also think that's a learned thing. I think loneliness is a pernicious malady in this society, and I think it's heartbreaking. It's our expectations. You can be just fine doing all the interesting things you love. I take care of myself. But the point is that I'm interacting with people, which I never did before. I'm talking to people of every age. I've got shows coming up in Singapore, Bangkok, Saigon, Hanoi, Jakarta. People say, oh, you're amazing. I want to be you when I grow up. And I say, no, you don't. No, you don't. You want to be you. You don't want to be me. Everybody has guilt about the elderly. They do. When's the last time you called your grandma? Is she dead? Yeah. They do that, don't they? One minute they're baking biscuits, the next minute, poof, they're in a jar on the mantle. I know, yeah. I'm very proud of what I've achieved. Remember, Ginger Rogers says, I can do anything a man can do, but I have to do it backwards in high heels. I have to be twice as good to get half the recognition. It's a different world, and I think we're beginning to see it now, because people are suddenly saying, hey, why am I believing all this? My husband hit me. Never did I consider that abuse. If I would have reported my husband, they would have laughed at me. My life is going like this. And that's just the way I want it to go. People think that life stops when they retire, and it does not. It can. It's your choice. That's the thing that people don't realize. They have a choice. I got on a bus one time, and this little girl looked at me and she said to her mother, what's all that on her face? Yeah, she did. And I said, well, those are wrinkles. She said, oh God, I don't want that to happen to me. And I said, well, you know, the alternative is not too good. I don't know. You'll be 6 feet under. Instead of realizing that every old person is an individual. People look at me as a doddering old woman, and I don't feel that way. So when I say I'm living the dream, I'm living the dream.